She yawns when she's nervous. She always yawns. If you ever see her yawning,
not bored.
It's because she's nervous.
Sometimes it's because I'm tired because I stay up until 5:30 a.m. editing videos.
That's not why she's yawning right now.
That's not why I'm yawning. No, I yawn a lot when I get nervous.
Yeah. You look cute.
Thanks. No, I don't. No one looks good in an open helmet.
Look at me.
You look adorable.
See?
So we just landed in Chicago, and look what our amazing chauffeur decided to pick us up in today. What's up, Lite Nation?
What's up, Lite Nation? I don't have to use my hands because I'm in a Tesla.
Bam! Just like that, we are in Chicago, Illinois. We actually flew. Obviously, you can not hear the amazing sound of an SRT 6.4-liter Hemi. We don't have the Jeep with us. We flew. But we're here for a very, very, very specific reason. And that is that about 2 months ago, most of y'all might remember that Kevin and I bought a 2020 Toyota Supra, which was absolutely amazing. Honestly, way faster than we thought it was going to be.
Quicker.
It was quicker than we thought it was going to be, but it wasn't enough.
Not enough.
Obviously. So something had to be done about that. But before we could do anything, the first thing we actually did was we contacted hilldetailworks in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, because even though we'd only owned it for like 2 days, it was covered in just like paint scratches and
swirl marks.
Swirl
Dealerships
marks.
tear your
up, dealerships man. Detail your car. Don't let them do that.
If you buy a car new, tell them do not touch it. They will scratch any paint there is.
So what we did is we contacted Brent Hill with Hill Detail Works, again, Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas, and we had him fully ceramic coat the beautiful Supra.
He did a paint correction.
He did
full paint correction.
Paint correction first, and then a full ceramic coating. And I mean, the difference was absolutely amazing. And then, of course, once we had that done, we immediately contacted Josh Sowell with Logistic Dynamics, who excel in basically freight transportation and all of that goodness right there. And for the record, for anyone that is curious, if you do contact Josh Sowell specifically with Logistic Dynamics, you can actually get a Lite Brite discount if you have anything that you need to be transported across the country or across state lines or anything like that. As long as, of course,
long as it's legal.
Yeah, legal stuff.
Hey Josh, I got yeah.
I'll leave information and whatnot either right here or in the description below, or both maybe.
So Brett was also going to give a Lite Brite discount as well.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
also I'll leave his information below as well for Hill Detail Works. So guys, if you want any discounts on, getting your car looking fantastic, or of course getting anything transported, but of course we had to contact the transportation company, Logistic Dynamics, because we had to do something about that power. Back to the power. So our Supra is in Chicago.
Yeah.
We literally owned it for like a week and then immediately shipped it to Chicago, specifically to AMS Performance, which is exactly why we are here, because they are hands down one of the best in the business, and we didn't want anyone else to do what we wanted to do to our Supra. So that's why we're here. And that's where we're going. But before we get there, we want to play around in this Tesla a little bit more. It's not ours. This is not our new car. Oh, jeez. You're such a dick.
It's got so much torque.
This is not our car. This actually belongs to a very good friend of ours who was ever so kind enough to let us borrow it. But I'll introduce you to him a little bit later. First things first, AMS.
That guy's a character. He's a character. You're a character, dude. Listen to the roar of this engine.
The roar of the computer. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. That's freaking insane.
That's actually kind of mental.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely see if you were commuting to and from work, or you just needed an amazing daily driver.
Watch the camera like bouncing around. Like,
oh, God. That's insane, you stupid ass. That's so dumb.
You have 100% of the torque the second you touch the throttle.
You're still missing that visceral roar of a motor, and that definitely sucks, but
diabolical.
Yeah.
That would be the name of I got a Tesla. It's diabolical. It's this like quiet weapon. It just looks pretty, and then it just rips your face off. Diabolical.
Dial it back. Dial it back. We're almost here.
What the hell is this, Brittany?
So first things first, I want to talk about this Mad Max looking beast that we have right here. So this used to be an Evo. I mean, it still kind of is, but not really.
It's still an Evo.
So basically, AMS Performance has built this vehicle specifically to test out turbochargers. What they basically wanted was some sort of setup that allowed them to pull off turbos and slap on new ones super quick, super easy, so they could put them on dynos and test them. And this is ultimately what they came up with. And it's honestly, it's hilariously awesome. They have every type of sensor imaginable attached to this engine here. That way they can tune it properly on the dyno under every circumstance. And the part that I like almost the most is over here. So this huge plate right here, the only reason it exists is for a worst case scenario.
It's a scatter shield.
It's a scatter shield, basically to prevent shrapnel from harming the individual behind the wheel when this thing is blasting on the dyno. It literally, if Frankenstein was a car, this would be Frankenstein. This thing is awesome. Now the good news is this doesn't typically drive down the street. It's literally just intended to drive on and off the dyno and to test out these bad boys here, which is pretty cool. And honestly, it's not the only cool thing they have here at AMS Performance. Now, another thing I really wanted to show you guys before we take a tour or anything like that are these bad boys right here. These are carbon rotors. So they have aluminum hats, carbon discs, and they come with carbon pads. And these, look at this.
It's full carbon pad.
And these things are so lightweight that here, get close on this. I can literally pick both rotors up with my pinky. This is how light these things are. And all of their 6-second GTRs get a set of these bad boys. Like this is like that's
It weighs nothing.
So dumb. That's amazing. So why exactly do you ask? We sent our Toyota Supra to AMS Performance. It's for stuff like this. AMS designs and engineers 100% of everything that they do here. All of their turbo kits, their brake rotors, from downpipes to intakes, everything they design, they engineer, and it goes through insane testing to make sure that it's not just something that fits on the vehicle, but it's something that fits on there and performs exactly the way that they want it to. Now, AMS Performance is world renowned for their Alpha builds, their Lamborghinis, their Audis, and of course, their Alpha GTRs. And some of you might actually remember this guy right here. I actually got the chance to compete against the owner, Jordan Martin, on the Hyperdrive show on Netflix. And although my V6 did destroy the V10 that typically sat here, 1,000 horsepower, twin turbo V10, this car is freaking amazing. And as you can see, it's currently in the process of getting rebuilt to be a drag vehicle. And they are literally, that's 100% of what they do. You can see I'm surrounded by, oh my God, all of these amazing cars. You have a Lamborghini, you have a GTR. This is literally all they do, day in and day out. And this isn't even the only shop. This is actually their engineer department, which means that this is where they do a lot of their R&D.
Like this. They design, engineer, and test every component that they make for all the cars here. This right here is a 3D printed airbox for our new Toyota Supra, which we have strapped here on the dyno. This is still obviously in pre-production. They've gotten their measurements, which actually will show you. They 3D scan the area, then they 3D print all the components. It'll get put on the vehicle, put on the dyno, and see if it actually makes a difference. If it doesn't, they scrap it. If it does make a difference, they move on.
Now, when I say that the people here literally eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff, I am absolutely not joking. These guys work day in and day out, and they absolutely excel at performance build. GTR, 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 Evo, GTR. And I know that a lot of you probably recognize this build right here, AKA the Queen. And this is a 3,000 plus horsepower GTR. This thing is absolutely insane. And the reason I say 3,000 plus is because this actually completely maxed out the dyno here at AMS Performance, which of course maxes out at 3,000. They're estimating maybe 3,300 horsepower. That is absolutely mind-blowing. This is what AMS Performance is all about. All right, you guys, so I want to introduce you to Martin Buziel, who's the owner here at AMS Performance, and I wanted him to get a quick moment, or have a quick moment, to sort of give us a little bit more background about this shop.
All right, so how I started this crazy place. So this is over 20 years ago. Always loved cars as a kid. You know, I loved engineering, loved taking things apart. I went to school for engineering, and afterwards basically got into cars. And the first car I got into and made product for is totally obscure. Most people don't know what it is. It's a Merkur XR4 Ti.
Merkur XR4 Ti.
Yeah.
If you've heard of that before, let us know in the comments, because I'm actually curious if anyone has.
Yeah, don't look it up on Google and pretend like you know. Don't pretend like you know. If you know, then you know. But I don't know. Do you know?
So started with that car, moved to Mitsubishi, so like the Evos,
Yeah.
DSMs actually back then, Galant VR4s, Eclipses, Talons, those kind of cars. Eventually the Evo,
Yeah.
huge cult car. You know, it's coming to the U.S. Everyone's excited. We got that car, one of the first cars. Made product for that. We built a time attack car, drag race car, kind of dominated that platform. And after that was natural progression. What's the next
Thing.
all-wheel drive turbo cars come out? The GTR. So that's what got us started on GTR. And now we're just branching out in the other cars. I mean, I love performance. I love this industry. I love cars. I love going fast.
And now the Supra, right? So we send the Supra up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to send the Supra up here before I even knew you guys had one. So we're sending it up here. It's a new platform. How amazing. I mean, these cars are already in the 10s, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
With
been
like nothing almost.
2 months since the car came out, and they're already going 10. Just kind of crazy.
How long do you think it took a Mark IV Supra to hit the 10s?
Oh God, I don't even know.
It probably
I mean,
took
it's still, they're still, you know, probably Mark IV Supras making 800 wheel horsepower. They're going 10s because
Yeah.
it's so hard. You know, it's.
Obviously, we haven't even driven ours in 2 months, and we're freaking stoked. From what I understand, we get to drive it tomorrow.
Tomorrow on track.
Is it getting one
On
of those
track.
right there? Is it getting one of those?
Is it getting two
not,
of those?
Not yet. Yeah, we're working on it.
But we are going to, it's called the Autobahn?
Yeah, Autobahn.
Not the Autobahn in Germany, but
Yeah.
the Autobahn here.
Joliet Autobahn Country Club. So it's a member-only road course.
Oh, so fancy.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna follow our buddy in his McLaren right here to Iron Gates tonight to go show off the Supra. I don't know how much we'll be able to show it off next to a McLaren, but whatever, we'll see. Jesus Christ!
Holy
Holy Okay. All right, this thing's pulling hard as hell.
Jesus Christ! I'm not gonna lie, that's way harder than the Tesla. That's way faster than the Tesla. Holy shit! We mentioned driving that Tesla earlier. I'd like y'all to meet this handsome fellow, Omar, which some of y'all might recognize from the Netflix original series Hyperdrive.
How's it going, guys?
his most notable. The
It's
thing.
beating Brittany on Hyperdrive, so you have to watch the show to see what happens. But I believe I beat you in episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
I'm pretty sure he did not. Kevin, I'm trying to film something here.
Sorry, there's a Toyota revving up. It's just like typical car meet over here.
Guys, so if you haven't noticed, Omar has upped his door game.
So I come around the obstacles and I'm doing the course, and the first obstacle that you're supposed to use the back of your car to drift, I don't use my brake. I open up my driver's door and just knock down the target, and all the balls go flying, and that's a point. And so I can hear them on the radio because I have my headset in there, and they're like, "What are you doing? Don't use your doors. Don't use your doors." So I'm hitting my doors, coming through. I used my door on every target I could. Yeah, this door is a lot better. If you kind of see how this goes up. Before, I had to work with a door that just went one way. Now, that's a game changer right there.
That's game changer. Hyperdrive season 2.
Season 2.
He's prepared.
Watch what happens next.
All right, we're gonna go to, where are we going? Iron Gate.
Iron Gate Motor Condo.
We're going to Iron Gate Motor Condos to, I don't know, it's like a car meet. Have fun. Also, it gives us an excuse to drive the new Supra. I feel like his neighbors might hate him. Oh man, we're only a few minutes from the house and already. Oh no! Omar, you just got lit up.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Pull over behind me.
I should pull over?
Okay, well.
I don't want to pull over anywhere
No,
around
no.
him.
We're gonna go to the next street.
Right over there, okay?
Oh, they're waving hands at each other. Oh, he's taking a selfie?
No,
I think a cop just took a selfie with him.
I don't think he did.
Well, he hasn't been ripped out of the car yet.
Oh, now he's pointing at us. Don't point at us, Omar.
He pointed at us.
Quit pointing at us. All right, you guys, so we are officially in Naperville, Illinois, at the, where were we? The Iron Gate Motor Plaza, where apparently they have a couple of car meets and big events and stuff like that throughout the year. And yesterday, after our plane landed at like 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe 24-hour notice, look how many people came out to say hello. Say hi, guys. So many people came out to say hi and enjoy. Look, we've got Jeeps, we've got Cherokees, we've got Jeeps. The Jeeps basically took over this car meet, and it's freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This was mostly a Supra kind of week for us, but it's, guys, look, this makes us so happy. And just like that,
We're at the United Center.
we're at the United Center because Omar got us tickets to a Blackhawks game. And I've never been to a professional hockey game before in my entire life. And I am super excited about what's about to happen.
Ready for this?
Swing and a miss. That's cool. Told you.
Dude! It almost like that wasn't like. Holy crap!
I bet you that sounds way better in person than what the camera's picking up. So
cool.
we're stock tires, stock wheels, no
Stock
wheel
everything.
spacers, stock arms,
And stock tune right now.
and stock tune.
He's on a 93 tune. He's got SPL arms. He's got, what tires are these?
Yokohama AO52.
Okay, so he's got wheels, wheel spacers, AO52 Yokohama's SPL arms all the way around, so they're actually able to dial in camber and tow and all that. We can make some adjustments, but we're just going to run this thing stock and just have fun with it. And then we've got a new set of tires later, so we'll probably just burn these off or something. Yeah. Maybe when we get back to the shop, we'll do a burnout or something. I don't know.
All right, so we are officially at the Autobahn Country Club with Martin and the AMS Performance Supra right there, and then of course our Supra right here. And ours, we've actually put the stock tune back on it for this because we just want to have fun. We don't want to blow anything up. This is just for us to honestly enjoy our day and enjoy the car that we bought and really haven't driven more than maybe 100 miles, and definitely haven't driven in the last 2 months. So today, it's all about enjoying ourselves. You ready to have some fun?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. So we're just headed to pit lane right now, and I can already tell you this stock seat is not going to be okay on track. I'm trying to get in a good seating position. My helmet's already hitting the headrest, so it's pushing me forward. It's a great touring seat, but this is not for a track. This seat is not for a track. And we actually have something for that that's being made right now. And not exactly excited about hitting up a track at these speeds with these stock seats.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
So we're only at lap 2, and the hard braking areas, I already feel the brake fade. Oh, that's full brakes.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like full brakes. Okay, so if you're wondering why you hear me whimpering like a little in the background on this little footage, road course, and I can't explain it, it makes me infinitely more like nervous than drifting. I do not like being in the passenger seat because you have zero control, but on top of that, you just can't feel the car as well, so you don't really have a good idea of what it's doing, how close it is to like stepping out. And yeah, overall, I don't like not being in control of the vehicle when you're doing weird stuff. So I'm gonna try to get some great outside footage because I don't want to get in the passenger seat again.
It looks like you guys have a little bit too much pressure. You see, especially the notices on the left front. You see how the middle is 61 degree.
Yeah.
And the outside is 58 and the inside is 59, which means the middle is like the hottest.
Okay.
Which means you have too much pressure, so the tires
It's
actually becomes like a motorcycle.
More contact on the middle.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. So
Yeah.
that'll show you not just the temperature,
Yeah.
but the temperature on the outside of the tire,
Yeah, you
the
take-
middle of the tire, and the inside of the
Yeah,
tire.
so you can know how like is the car is, because every car, even the same tire,
Yeah.
depends on the weight of the car.
Yeah.
The optimum pressure might be different.
Okay.
So this is how you know.
Oh, Jesus. So Kevin, as you can see,
112 down that back straight.
peer pressured me to get back into the vehicle. I do not like being in the passenger seat. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, baby!
Kevin's got the track down really freaking well right now. Like he's hitting, I think, pretty good times.
She yawns when she's nervous. She always yawns. If you ever see her
I'm
yawning,
not bored.
it's
That's
because
not
she's
true.
nervous.
Sometimes it's because I'm tired because I stay up until 5:30 a.m. editing videos.
That's not why she's yawning right now.
That's not why I'm yawning. No, I yawn a lot when I get nervous.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
look
know why.
cute.
Thanks. No, I don't. No one looks good in an open helmet.
Look at me.
You look adorable.
See? Right.
Right.
There you go. Now you can apply pressure earlier.
Okay.
Oh, no, too much. Too
Not
much.
too much.
All right, go.
Brakes,
Forward
brakes, brakes.
Brakes, downshift.
Down.
Downshift.
All right, it says we're out of gas, so.
Oh, we are kind of out of gas.
All right.
Can I get one more lap? Do you think?
I don't know. It says 24 miles.
Okay. I was just getting comfortable.
So. And
I like it. And I know I can push it significantly harder. Like, I can feel it. It's just more holding back because I'm still not totally familiar with the corners, but I'm getting it. Every single lap, I feel more and more confident with the corners and where to shift, where to slow down, where to brake, where to accelerate. This is literally the first time that not only have I ever driven the Supra, it is also the first time I've ever really driven a road course, except for that one time I drove a GT3 RS, and yeah. I didn't get to go back out on the track because we didn't have time to get fuel and then make it out there for the next couple laps. But I still had a lot of fun.
hey, look at me. I'm all AMS'd out. Oh, you have an Alpha one.
Yeah, I know, mine's cooler. It's way cooler. But guys, the Toyota Supra is freaking amazing.
The brakes suck.
The brakes suck.
It needs brakes.
The wind buffeting is hands down the worst
Terrible.
I've ever experienced on any vehicle ever.
I've had 100 and something cars. I've never experienced Toyota. If you watch it, what the hell were you? How did you guys not
pass
drive,
quality control?
How did you guys not drive down the highway with the windows
And
down?
they're like, man, this is awful. Yeah, no. So the good news is though, despite that,
these guys,
AMS Performance is actually currently working on something to hopefully take care of the really crap wind buffeting. And although we are closing out this video, we still have a couple days left here in Chicago. And we have a couple really big surprises still to come for that baby right there.
So with what we're doing to this, it already needs brakes as it is. So
That's true.
We're adding something to it where it's gonna need a lot of brakes.
Definitely gonna need
a lot of brakes.
bigger brakes. So that's next on the list, along with a couple other surprises, but you'll have to stay tuned for all of that. Guys, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all of your Lite Brite Nation merch at litebritstudios.com, all of your Lite Brite Nation decals at pixeldecals.com. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Later, guys. Behind the scenes at Lite Brite, when we aren't filming serious stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing, Brittany?
Get inside there. Go
Okay, I can get inside.
This is a twin turbo Lamborghini that Brittany is.
Look at these doors. These are nice doors.
Are they?
This is a Target door. I mean,
This is
Is that a target
this
door?
is definitely a Target door. It's a big door.
There you go. Okay.
Brittany, what are you doing?
I'm just, I just wanted to take a quick moment to leave my good friend Jordan a message on his
You're gonna Sharpie the
Lamborghini.
inside of his Lamborghini?
I am absolutely going to Sharpie the inside. Where should I? Roll cage? I'll do it. That way it'll take him a while to see it.
You're a bad influence.
Hey, it's not my idea. All I did is tell you where. I just told you where the car was. I gave you a Sharpie, and that's it. You guys took the rest.
There you go.
Oh, I like that. V6 is greater than a V10.
So for those of you who haven't watched Hyperdrive, you might not know the fact. So my bone stock 270 wheel horsepower V6 Nissan 350Z definitely did beat this much faster, 1,000 horsepower twin turboed Lamborghini with a V10.
It's called editing. Great editing by Hyperdrive there.